Hello, welcome to IBFU. I'm Coach, and I'll be fed up. Now, you've been following me, you know I'm fed up with a lot of stuff, but today I'm going to talk about Elon Musk. And, Elon, eh, all these people on the Democratic Party and the mainstream media are slamming Elon. Why? It's pretty simple. They all hate him. Now, why do they hate him? Well, he's smarter than them. He's more innovative than them. He's more energetic than them. He's more successful than them. I, he just, you go on and on and on and on and on. But he outdoes them and they hate it. And, a lot of these guys are just, they're, well, I don't even know how to say it, but they're hilarious. I mean, you watch them and they could not be more obvious. Okay. And so, well, President Musk, he didn't get in here and he just shut down that bill and it had all this great stuff in it. Yeah, well, let's see. What was great stuff it had in it? Most people, how many of you read it? I guarantee you. The only person I know of that's read it is Vivek Ramaswamy. He read it. I can tell you everything that's in it. And I'm not going to cover everything that's in it, but I can tell you a bunch of it. One, they tried to, it's a 1,500 page bill. And I'm going to tell you right now, if it's got more than 10 pages, you need to just no. The vote is no. If it's got more than 10 pages and it's got more than one topic in it, more than one item, legislative item, no. And it doesn't matter what it is, just vote no. Because they're trying to hide something. If it's got 1,500 pages, man, there's more garbage in that thing than there is in the dark garbage dump in Houston, Texas. Now, there's a clause in there that keeps all members of Congress from being investigated. Why would they want that in there? Sounds like they're a bunch of crooks and they don't want to be investigated. $70,000 raise. If they were in private industry and they were as effective in their job as they are as a congressman, they wouldn't be getting a raise. They'd be getting a pink slip because they fire them because they're incompetent. Or they'd fire them because they're stealing, or both. I mean, you just go right down the list. There's more stuff in there. I mean, there's just more garbage in there than you could possibly imagine. I mean, that's just a few. And any one of those would say, no, I don't care what else is in it. And so they all slamming Elon. You know what Elon did to that bill? Anybody know? I can tell you exactly what he did. He posted on X and said, this is what's in the bill. And we, the people, said, no, we don't want that garbage. And we, the people, lit up the Capitol building's switchboard. And guess what? People in the Capitol got their attention. We, the people, got their attention. They said, whoa, wait a minute. I don't think I want to vote for this bill. Because if I vote for this bill, when I come up for re-election, I will not have a job. They understood that real clear and real fast. See, Congress is used to Well, it was this and this and this and this and this, and everything they tell you it was is a lie. They're the biggest liars on the planet. I got. I'm going to talk about that in another deal. We need a constitutional amendment that says when they say they're going to run for office, put their hand on the Bible. Here I do solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. For everything I do, as long as I'm running for office, and if I get elected, everything that I do while I'm in office, and it don't matter if I'm in the chambers or if I'm out on the street and I'm talking to some reporter. If I lie, I go to prison. And you know what? Three-fourths a lot of Congress would have to resign because they can't talk without lying. Now, what's a lie? If they knew it was not true and they said it, it's a lie. Our elected members of the legislature should not lie to us ever. And you got more liars in Congress than you got anywhere on the planet. And they don't like the fact that we, the people, now have a system or a conduit to actually find out what's going on in the legislature and to know what's in bills. Oh, and the Democrats think, oh my God, the Republicans are so evil. They voted against having cancer research for children. Well, guess what? The cancer research for children was a separate bill. It passed in the House, and the Democrats killed it in the Senate. The Democrats killed it. But Elon Musk kept it from passing. No, Elon Musk didn't keep that from passing. He kept that garbage bill that's 1,500 pages. Okay, he kept that, and he didn't even keep that from building. All he did was tell us, we the people, what was in it, and we said no. And I'll tell you what, if you're not fed up with Congress, yes, I'm going to say it, you are un-American. You don't love your country if you think that if you think that bill was a good bill. And if you're just going to blindly follow them, if you know what's in the bill and you know it's bad for everybody and you still support it because, well, I'm a Democrat and Democrat supporter, so I'm for it. You hate America, period. And yes, I said it. And I stand by it because as Americans, we need to look at what our legislature's doing. And I'm telling you, there's a bunch of them in Congress right now that need to go. I mean, they just need to go. How many? Okay. How many of you listen to this could sit there with a straight face and tell me, yeah, if I made $175,000 a year for 4 years, I could come into my job with a salary of $174,000 a year with zero assets, and 4 years later, I could be worth $5 million. You got the IQ of a moron or you're a liar. I mean, you just cannot do that. And I don't care, unless you're insider trading, you cannot make that in the stock market. You can't make that in anywhere with $174,000 a year. Now you be able to, $174,000 a year, and you got pretty much most of your expenses paid while you're in Washington and all these other things. You may come out with $200,000. Yeah, you had a pretty good year in the stock market. You had, you made some investments, private investments with companies that did well and that kind of things. I mean, you come up with 200,000 at the end of the first, about the second year, and then by the fourth year, maybe you come up with 400,000, 4 or 5 million. You're stealing from somewhere, or you're insider trading. And I'm telling you, most of them guys are doing both. You know why Congress wants billions of dollars of extra in everything that they do? The only way you can steal money from the government is if you're spending it. And they all hate Elon for two reasons. One, he's more successful than them, and two, he loves his country. Okay, he came here and then became a citizen. And sometimes I wonder if maybe all the members of Congress ought to be people that came here and became a citizen. Because people that are born here hate this country a lot. People that come here and realize what they got when they get here love the country a whole lot more than the guys sitting in Congress right now. I mean, I could go down a list of them, but I'm not going to do that because, first off, this video would probably be like 15 hours long. But, I mean, you know who they are. I mean, and the longer they've been there, the more criminal they are. You can only live in the swamp so long before you start growing scales and become a swamp creature. Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. You know, there's a lot of truth to that. When these people have been in Congress and been in the bureaucracy of Washington for a long time, they got a lot of power. They got a lot of corruption. But Elon, you know, they hate Elon. Let's see, what did he do? What did he do that was so evil? Well, he had an idea. He started PayPal. Did real well, and he sold it, made a bunch of money. He made a lot of money on PayPal, and then he sold it, made a bunch more money. Okay. Pretty well, you know, car industry and electric vehicles. And personally, I will not own an electric vehicle. There's a lot of reasons why I won't do that, but I just won't do it. But, you know, he builds a car that has a market. And that market's pretty good for him. It's treated him well, and he made a lot of money. And if you have a problem with Elon making money through government subsidies and through, you know, government contracts, you take every major company in this country and you just tell me how evil they are, because all of them did that. Every major company in this country has done it. Personally, I don't think they ought to do it, but what he does is legal. What was it Trump said to the evil old bat? What's her name? Hillary. Oh, yeah. Evil Hillary. He told her, yeah, I took the tax cuts. What's the difference in him taking the tax cuts and all these other people that donate to Hillary taking the tax cuts? He tells you he did it. They lie about it. You don't want it to be there? Get your congressman to vote it out. Make it illegal, and then they won't do it. Well, no, that's not true. Most of them will do it anyway. But, you know, most good people won't do it. And I'll tell you right now, if you're making that kind of money and you don't take advantage of those tax cuts, you're an idiot. And you didn't get to where you are there by being an idiot. So they take the tax cuts because they can't afford not to. Now I got another one. Go look at the video I have on income tax. We go to that system and we cut out all the corruption and all the lying and cheating on the income tax. But Elon Musk is evil because he lets the people know what's in the bill. If you are in Congress and you don't want me to know what's in the bill you're about to vote on, it's because you are corrupt. And you hate America, because America is we the people. And if you don't understand that, you don't understand America. And you have no business being in a leadership role in America. Or you're just too big a criminal to be in leadership. I mean, and Elon is doing a lot of great things. Is Elon perfect? Not by a long shot. And neither am I, neither are you. And neither is any of them people sitting in them seats in Congress. Uh, One person on who ever walked the face of this earth was perfect, and they treated him really, really bad. But, Elon's not perfect, but he loves his country. And he's going to do really good things for his country unless the evil people in Washington are able to stop him. And I pray that they can, because I'd be fed up with the swamp preachers that think that they are totally incompetent and deserve a $70,000 raise. And I'll tell you, Elon made a mistake. He said 40%. But Democrats lied. They said 3%. Do the math. I was a math teacher for 20 years. You want to do the math? You take the new salary, you subtract the old salary. Then you divide it by the new salary. And that will give you the percentage, and it comes out to about 28%. Nobody gets 28% raise, especially if they're incompetent and they do a lousy job. We actually need a constitutional amendment that they only make $150,000 a year, and they never get a raise unless they put it on the national ballot, and the American people vote on it and vote to give them a raise. Now, that's just my opinion, but I got a lot of opinions on that. I'll do some more videos specifically on those topics, but right now we're talking about Elon. We're talking about the swamp trying to stop Elon. Well, y'all need to back off on Elon, because Elon's doing more for his country in the last 6 months. Actually, in the last month, he's done more for his country than the people sitting in Congress that's been there for more than 20 years. He's done more in the last month than y'all have done your entire life. And I'm just going to give you a warning. If you're sitting in those seats and you're going to fight Elon, Ramaswamy, Trump, Vance, you fight them. We, the people, are going to take you out of Congress, and we're going to take you out of power. And you can take that to the bank, because not only am I fed up with you, but we, the people, are fed up with you. Thank you for listening today. I'm Coach, and I be fed